So, way on back to 1963.
Hi. Hi.
So there was so many fabulous things going on in 1963.
My hair's getting long.
It is. I noticed that the other day.
I noticed, like,
Growing fast.
but, like, I think it might be that new conditioner that I got.
I was thinking it was my cooking.
That too. But because when I was looking at pictures from, like, a month ago, even, like, it's grown a lot, like, recently. Anyways.
Well, you were starting to get more daylight hours, so maybe it's growing because of the daylight.
Right. Or maybe I'm a time traveler.
That's right. So, tonight I made this. There was two famous dinners from 1963. One was chicken a la king, and I made it from scratch. This is all organic, however, I'm sure it wouldn't have been in 1963. And the other dinner was called beef bourguignon, which was Julia Childs made it famous.
Julia Child.
Julia Childs. So she came out and did her first cooking show in 1963, and it was from her recipe book.
Actually, that's why you're such a fan of Julia.
Yeah, from I think 1961 is when she wrote the recipe book, and it was her very first recipe she did on her very first show was this beef bourguignon, and it just took off and went crazy.
It just went viral.
Mm-hmm. You can still watch that episode. The original one, it's black and white. I think it originally aired on like PBS.
Just a little salt.
You know why? So, I did call for salt and I didn't put the salt in.
I'm sure.
You know me. So, the number one cereal from 1963 was none other than Froot Loops. And this is a new box, but this is almost exactly what the box looked like back in 1963.
It's funny, I've seen like time-lapse videos where it's like all the pictures of none of the special flavors, nothing, like
just the
original, how they change it ever so slightly, ever so often. And I've seen, maybe it was more like with Coca-Cola cans or something that I saw it with, but an example of, it's really interesting when people get a picture from like every year of the box or whatever, and they do that quick change video.
Oh, I know what you're saying.
Because, so it's like, it'd be like a video of, like, shooting, like you would get each box or whatever, you know, a picture of each box. And so it just shifts through the pictures, like a really quick slideshow. And so you just see the casual, like, changes.
Except the one back then, this toucan is blue. Back then the toucan was actually black. His body, you know, his coloring, it was more lifelike.
We try not to make it political.
I wasn't.
I'm sorry. That was a bad joke.
So this,
why isn't he black anymore, though?
You know, that's a good question, because, I mean, I've never seen a blue toucan. So I don't know why they did that. For kids, I guess. I mean, why did they spell fruit with two O's?
What's wrong with a black toucan?
I don't know. It says it's natural fruit flavors, but...
what's up, random guy, dude?
But what is blue fruit?
Right.
And what is the green fruit? And probably lime or something. But anyway, this was the number one cereal. The number one cookie that year was Chips Ahoy. And this is the original, and it even says original on it. And even their packaging was very similar, except they didn't have, of course, this lift thing then. But the original on the Chips Ahoy was not far from it.
Imagine that.
And so Megan's drinking Dr. Pepper, which
is a drink.
Right. The number one soda that year was actually Tab, made by Coca-Cola, and it was the first sugar-free. They didn't market it as diet; they marketed it as sugar-free because it was made with aspartame, and we couldn't find any because they actually stopped making it in 2020. But
Go figure.
Second most popular was actually not Dr. Pepper, but it was Coca-Cola's version of Dr. Pepper. And it was called a number of things because they kept like getting sued by Dr. Pepper. It was called, what did I tell you? It was called like Chirp or something. And it was called a couple of things. And that's what it was in 63. It was called like Chirp, I think. And then it was called, what did you call it? Dr. Pip?
Pib?
Pib. So that's why Meg's got the Dr. Pepper. I never liked that tab anyway.
But I'm pretty sure Pib and Dr. Pepper are not the same. Like,
They're two different recipes now.
yeah.
And
companies, I'm pretty sure.
yeah, and the original Dr. Pepper still holds out their original recipe. They sold out the name and are allowing it to the company, but they held out their original recipe when they sold it in the 80s. The only difference in the two is they use raw brown sugar in the Dr. Pepper that you can only buy from their one little tiny factory that's still allowed to make it. And so I think it's down in Texas.
Careful.
So that's the Dr. Pepper history.
So there.
Mm-hmm.
I think you might have it a little fuzzy there. I didn't pay attention, but when you explained it earlier, I was like, what? I don't know if that's right. I didn't think Dr. Pibb and Dr. Pepper crossed paths anywhere.
They did, and they actually got sued.
Just seeing your last name. Sorry. Brother texted, but it's kind of hard to respond. What's up? Currently busy with college stuff right now, but I hope you guys have a wonderful night. Stay safe. Ooh, excuse me. Thank you, Ryan. I hope your college stuff goes well. Tatum,
What's your major?
Tatum's trying to say hi too.
No. Be quiet. Do you like this?
Oh yeah. So
I haven't made it for you since you were a kid. But most commonly, this was served over egg noodles, which Megan loves egg noodles. But it can also be served over rice or a biscuit. Some people like to serve it over, like a big, like soda biscuit kind of thing.
Oh, music composure. Composition? Sorry, I'm dyslexic.
Oh, wow.
Sometimes. Music composition. That was a hard one for me. Sorry. Wow. Okay. I'm like, music composure? Same thing.
Yeah.
Realistically.
No, that's
Anyways.
really cool. And it's really funny because I really don't like peppers. This is one of the few things that I don't mind peppers being in.
Well, yeah, good luck with your college stuff, buddy. We're just
And don't forget us when you get famous. Mm-hmm.
You forgot. Random guy dude's typing out how I compose oh god, okay. So you forgot to mention your other dessert.
Well, we didn't get to these yet.
Oh, okay.
And I thought that would be like the finale.
Oh, okay.
So the most popular candy, believe it or not, is from the UK, but it was actually the most popular one in the United States was the Cadbury Original Cream Eggs, but we found it in chocolate too.
Yeah, I'm not a huge... Stop it right now. I'm so sick of you trying to ruin the live stream because you want to beg for food. You had your dinner. Be respectful.
Yeah.
And I mean it. She, like, bowed her head. What's up, the hills? Oh my god, you're gonna get locked up. Stop it. Yeah, I'm not a huge Cadbury egg person. I like the Cadbury chocolate eggs, but yeah, when I saw that they had a chocolate
Cream egg.
I had to try it. Or is that plate for the eggs, or is that for? Oh, that's for the dessert.
But go on. The other two candies that were popular was the sweet tart, which I've never been a big fan of. I don't know if you've had. They were like those little hard discs, and they were really kind of sour.
It's leaking a bit.
Oh!
I'm just gonna open the other one.
And the and lemon heads.
I like lemon heads.
Oh, you do? We could have gotten those. And lemon heads was the third one.
Yeah, I would have preferred lemon heads over these probably, but it's okay.
Oh, now she tells me. Well, next time we go to 1963.
Cadbury's not even slick. You can see like where it's seeping out and how it's just two halves, and they put it together like any other.
But you know, this might be their American version. They probably hold out the good stuff for the English people.
Yeah, it's freaking leaking booty juice all over the place.
But it's still got the star on it, the Cadbury star. That's their logo, isn't it?
Oh, see, it's wiggling into two pieces. When I'm trying to bite it, it's sliding apart on me. See?
Oh, look at that. So you get two halves, like an oyster.
I'm going to break it in half. It's the New England way.
Oh, look at you.
Oh, wow. And it is split down the middle. Perfect.
I know you kind of like the Oreo ones we got before.
I wasn't huge on those. It's good, but...
It's rich.
Like, yeah, I just felt like all of my veins at once. Just like surge.
So now you guys, I know you've been waiting for this. So Jell-O was like a really big thing in the 50s and 60s.
It's near water.
Yeah. And in 1963, the big, to-do on Jell-O was something called Under the Sea. And it was it won this, whatever dessert cook-off thing. And so I actually made it, which I've never had it before. But this is the Under the Sea. So the top is a green Jell-O, and then the bottom, I don't know if you can kind of see it through this dish.
The Hills said they're 150% sugar about the Cadbury eggs. Yeah, I was going to say, that's what's funny to me about, like, it being something, that's, like, not American. Because usually, like, Americans are the ones that are overdoing the sugar.
Right.
And so it's funny to eat something like from the UK and be like, wow, that's way too sugary for me. Oh, the Hill said especially the UK version. The UK version's even sugarier.
Oh, really?
Oh, dear. This one's bad. I'm waiting. Richard sent us some stuff. I don't know what he sent, but
yeah, and we'll do it live. If it's something good.
Mom, I don't know about this one.
And I made this exactly like the recipe said, so, and I'll tell you guys how to make it, because I know you're going to want to. We're going to see.
Said, how is Richard? Haven't seen him a bit.
They're kind of separated.
He's been more active on, like, TikTok, almost. I don't know if he just hasn't gone on YouTube in a while, or if he's busy with work and just, like... Wait, what? Yeah, I did the 80% version, but they discontinued it.
They're talking about the Cadbury?
Yeah. What? I don't know.
So the top layer is actually pear juice and water and you could either use lime jello or lemon jello with some blue food coloring to make it green, because I guess they didn't have blue jello back then, because they probably would have used blue because it's supposed to be under the sea. So the jello tastes actually pretty good because it's got the pear juice.
I'm glad mine's separated for me. It kind of just...
Yeah. And then the bottom part that's supposed to look like, I think, you know, under the sea, sand and whatever, is cream cheese, pears, walnuts, jello.
Did you just kick me?
I did.
That was rude.
Oh. That's holy. So this was the number one.
I like the jello, but the rest is kind of scaring me. What is it?
It's cream cheese, pears, walnuts, and jello, all mixed together. And then you do it in layers. So you had to let the green layer set up first, and then you put the other layer on top, and then you let them gel for 5 hours. So I had to make this morning so it'd be ready for us tonight.
Why aren't you digging into that?
I don't know.
Why not? Why aren't you digging? Is it not good?
No,
Is it gross?
No, it's not gross.
But
You haven't even tried it.
I know. I know.
You like pears. You like cream cheese.
Look, you don't have to yell. It's so cold.
I took it out when...
So you're supposed to eat it in synchronization, I'm guessing.
I don't know. It didn't say how to eat it. It said how to make it.
Yeah, no, it's not as like... It's mostly just like the nut. Is what I got a bite of.
I think that was supposed to look like rocks under the sea.
It's... I'm sorry, it's just stupid.
Like, you tell those people from 1963
like,
that.
I mean, you did a good job. It looks like...
That's what, if I show you the pictures...
It looks like a coral reef or something.
And that's what it's supposed to look like.
But if... Like, you should have just used blue, though.
But we're in 1963.
I know.
And we
No,
didn't
I know.
have it then.
I know. I'm just saying.
I know. Yeah, if you did this, like, with the blue jello, it would probably really look like a lot more. But they didn't have blue jello back then.
Because it looks kind of like water. I don't know. I guess you gotta be seeing it. Oh, yeah. Yeah. You gotta be seeing it in real life. Well, there you go. You can kind of see what I mean by, like, it looks like water, like how water's, like, blurry when you look down into, like, the
And it's
seaweed
different
and...
in different levels underneath with the rocks and sand.
I'm supposed to eat a cookie now, too? I can't.
We can save those for later.
I owe it, like, when we
I
do...
won't make you eat Froot Loops now either.
The past few times we've done these now, I kind of, like, even this time, the desserts were sitting in front of me, but, like, I still just scarfed down the dinner.
So you knew that they were coming.
And didn't save room, even though I knew they were coming.
Did you like that chicken a la king, though?
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked it, too. I haven't made it in a million years, and it's really easy to make. So there you have that.
I gotta work on my clothing haul.
Yeah, I know. This girl got a haul, and she didn't even tell me. She did all this ordering and stuff, and keeping it a big secret from me.
Wait, what? Meg pressing Bonnie about the dessert that she cooked.
But I'm making them just like they say. I'm following the recipes to a T.
No, that's what I'm not ditching on you. It's not your recipe. I'm just making
It
fun
was
of...
the #1 award-winning dessert of the year.
I'm sure.
Jell-O was a big thing back then. in the 50s and 60s. That was like huge. They did all kinds of crap, weird stuff with Jell-O back then. They did.
What was I about to say? Oh, yeah, I ordered a bunch of clothes from Shein and Romwe. So if you don't follow me on TikTok, I did like a little preview, sneak peek on TikTok a couple days ago when I thought the other stuff was going to
right
be
behind
coming.
it.
And was like, haha, watch my clothing haul on YouTube tomorrow or whatever. Jokes on me. Anyway, so I
didn't come.
I got a bunch of clothes and surprised Mom with a fashion show. So,
Yeah, you guys should watch it. Some of the stuff was really neat. And I was surprised how inexpensive
yeah.
it was.
Mm-hmm. So,
But I haven't even really looked at their website either. So, but I think those websites are probably more for youthful people, you know, for younger people, right?
yeah.
I mean, based on the stuff that you got.
Yeah,
and
it's a
cute
lot of-
stuff.
It's a lot of accessories.
But I
and
shouldn't be talking and giving it away. You have to watch her video when she loads it up, which will probably
Yeah.
be tomorrow or tonight or
Probably.
something. Yeah.
So,
But don't miss it.
I'm just full.
Me too. But I absolutely was actually kind of excited when it said Chicken a la King was the 1963 because I haven't had it in forever and I did used to really like it. So I wasn't disappointed about that.
If anyone wants us to do their birth year, let us know.
Because we would really have fun doing it.
Because we have no problem looking up years and finding
And what was the most popular that year or whatever and putting it together and it is kind of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I enjoy cooking and playing in the kitchen. It gives me an excuse to play in the kitchen.
Random guy who said, okay, 1977. Bill said, okay, 1981.
Write these down.
Write them down.
77 and 81.
Not 77.
I thought you said 70. Somebody said
97.
Oh, 97. And 1981, you said?
Okay, we'll do those.
We'll get on those.
The hills. Yes, I'm 40 this year. I don't want it.
Happy birthday to you.
It's okay. We don't judge. Yeah, I'm not in my 40s, said random guy. Well, anyways.
Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'm really psyched. Yeah, we'll absolutely do those years too.
Well, but the twist is, for the hills, should we do what was popular in
England,
or
Or-
should we do what was popular in the U.S.?
or mix it up and do some of each.
Or whatever's more preferred.
Whatever's better.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see you guys next time. Tatum, you are becoming such a handful. She's been a handful the whole time with
She
that.
has.